Hi. Lost for words. I know, right? Things are so odd at the minute. I can't quite put them into, but noises, shapes, grammar, phonet, whatever. I certainly never thought I'd live to see the day where the hashtag Comsack was trending. There's something. And also, suddenly people are meeting up, going out, playing football together, sitting in coffee shops, sitting in one coffee shop around the corner from where I live, with gay abandon. Like, you do your 2.5 months of lockdown. That's your personal effort. You've done enough. It's time to move on with this nonsense. Like the virus works like that. Like any virus, like a pandemic works like that. It's the human ego, unable to understand how it's not, you know, the effort they put in. It's the fact that they need to do what they fucking need to do until this pandemic goes away. Anyway, I didn't mean to swear. Other weird stuff. Started walking with my mum since lockdown, and we've become very closer certainly than we've ever been before. The other day, we were taking one of our regular socially distanced walks, and she said, "Joseph, you should be really proud of your siblings." She didn't need to remind me, but yeah, she was right. I was. She said, Yasmin and Farah, my sisters, she said they're both doctors. They're both in the front line. They're doing amazing stuff. And your brother Omar, and she does say your brother Omar in case I might think she's referring to another Omar, possibly from The Wire. Your brother Omar, well, he works to pay those NHS workers. He works in the civil service through the health trust. He pays them and rewards them for their efforts. And she paused for a minute and sighed and went, "Well, you just make us all laugh, don't you?" It wasn't even true. She wasn't laughing when she said it. Talk about being, cut down to size. Cut down so far, I could barely keep up with her in the walk afterwards. But that's mothers for you. Like I say, we've become a lot closer over the past couple of months. So things are odd. So I thought speaking of things being odd, I certainly wouldn't have done this if there hadn't been a pandemic. I've got enough time in my hands to open up my big red book and pluck another story, one of my small tales from Talktown, which I know you're thrilled to tune into. So thank you for tuning in. Okay, I'm going to put my reedy voice on, which is distinctly different from my usual blather voice. See if you can spot the difference. Make do and mend. This morning, the very nice woman in the clothing mender's place had a bit of a struggle spelling my surname. Old school, that was. She needed my full name to make out a ticket for my garment. My favourite jacket still is a fine blue cord thing, which now had its left arm hanging off at the seams, something I put down to fat, drunken shoulder dancing. See, all business up top and none at the bottom. That's going to ruin any jacket. Keep your business equally distant between your hips and your shoulders. But I'm going off the beaten track, possibly because of my big shoulders, taking me off in the other direction. I did what I always do when asked about my name. I say Joseph, brightly, then joke with them that this is where it gets tricky. It's not really, it's only 5 bloody letters, but, I then calmly and slowly spell out Nawaz. I've learnt this always saves valuable time and energy. Well, almost always. I began N for November, A, W, A, and when I got to Z, her finger hovered uncertainly over the keyboard and decided that X was the more salient choice. I began again, apologising for my odd name in a clumsy attempt to put her at ease, and she apologised for being flummoxed, bless her. N for November, A, W, A, Z. Again, her internal operating system refused to accept Z as a viable option, and again she opted for X. It happened a third time. She was getting visibly frustrated, and I was getting a little embarrassed. There's only so many times you can say N for November without starting to come on like a shit, patronising primary school teacher. On the 4th go, we got it. I almost high-fived her. She beamed with the satisfaction of a job. Well done. That's nothing, I reassured her. The BBC once sent me a cheque addressed to Joseph News N-U-U-Z. N for November, U-U-U-Z. Can you believe that? She didn't seem that she could believe that. She seemed puzzled, in fact, as if she couldn't imagine anything like that at all. "That'll be £10, love," she said, smiling politely, obviously keen to fast track this conversation to the nub of the matter. I smiled back and paid her, and she told me the coat would be ready for Thursday. Pretty fast for a mender's, I thought on my way out the door. And it was. That's another thing that's become quite odd for me. I used to love taking, not love, but I used to, with a certain alacrity, bring clothes into my local menders, so it seems. Do you like what they've done there? To get it repaired, take it up, or just, stuff that you buy that doesn't quite fit. They were wonderful. So I miss little things like that. I actually miss clothes shopping, would you believe that? Me, a bloke? Who knew that men miss clothes shopping too? Like buying the wrong coloured shirts and then returning them for another shirt, which is equally wrong. But I'm digressing now. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all staying safely distanced. And if you must have an eye test, don't do the long distance version, but do the classic version of staring at a packet of super noodles from 20 hours and trying to work out whether it's beef or chicken, like we do in our household. Okay, soupy twist. Take care. Bye.